Shavon is day to day.
Aren't we all?
We just want wanted to get a full recovery and a speedy recovery.
Do you have chances to play tomorrow night? Is he traveling?
I'd say it's doubtful.
Okay.
Can you say if he's traveling?
We haven't decided. I gotta talk to him.
Did he practice yet?
Hippo, I don't think I can tell you.
How difficult?
Shavon won't make the trip. He's still, but he is day to day right now. But we're not gonna risk it.
So he's not making the trip, you
He
said?
will not make the trip.
How tough is it to balance, a kid's health? I mean, and he's obviously going to want to try and play and figure things out. How do you make sure you've got what's best for him?
Well, it's not my decision. It's the good part, or Shavon's, which is the two worst guys to probably ask on when we want him to play. But we're just going to take our time with him, and there's a lot of things, like he's missing class. He's an academic All-American, missing class. That's a big deal. There's a lot of reading and a lot of other things that he's got to be able to do in his major that he can't do right now. So, this is just going to be a process, and we're going to get him back when he's ready. But we're going to have the right people are going to make that decision.
How is he feeling health-wise? I mean,
I haven't had a chance to talk to him directly.
Okay.
Talk to his mom every day, and he has great moments and not so good moments.
So he's not even been around here, basically.
I haven't talked to him in my office or anything like that. No.
Okay.
On the court and off the court, how do you replicate what he brings?
Well, you don't, because first of all, he's on the good all-state good works team, which is awesome. You only pick 5 Division I players. It's a great compliment to him, and what an honor, and we're very proud of him, obviously. That's as big a deal to me as the academic All-American. It says a lot about his character. So you lose leadership, you lose this, but you don't, like I told the guys, do your job. We don't need a hero, right? So let's just do our job. Let's everybody collectively, basketball is the one game where, the sum of its parts can be, the whole can be greater than, the individuals. And so we need to concentrate on just being a better team.
Who takes his place in the starting
Jack
lineup?
will start.
Jack will start.
Why Jack?
Because he was his backup.
But have you seen good things from Jack, though, from when he's come in? I mean, what have you seen him grow this year?
He was his backup, so we're just going to keep the rotation as similar as we can make it. So the guys are playing the same spot, so it's just, because Shavon could play. I played him at 2. Just the other night, I played him 2, 3, 4. You could play him anywhere.
Are you expecting Jack's job to change now that he's starting?
I hope he plays really good.
What was the evaluation process like for you, trying to figure out, okay, do we just plug in Jack, the next guy there, or do you look at tweaking different lineups? How'd you go?
No, we met as a staff, and we looked at bigger options, smaller options, how those rotations looked over the course of a half. What about foul trouble? Wisconsin draws the most fouls of anybody in the league right now. I think you have to consider everything. So we just thought we'd keep it as normal as possible.
How did they draw so many fouls?
Well, they're back running more swing, and one of the best ways to get fouled is throw it to a guy with his back to the basket. And you can see that we never do that. That's why we never get fouled. They do it all the time. That's why they get fouled.
How much of a sense of relief now as opposed to Saturday when it happened than you have that Shavon will be okay long term?
I think I felt when he checked out of the hospital, I've got a picture of him and his mom, and he's got a kind of a grin on his face, and he was up and ambulatory and all those things. And I mean, that was a serious event. It's like just imagine whatever mile per hour, head-on car wreck, with an immovable object, with no seatbelt. He took a major blow. So we're just fortunate it wasn't worse.
The emotional impact of just seeing that. I mean,
it was no fun for anybody.
I wasn't there, so I don't. But from what I understand, that it was really quiet, kind of eerie in the stadium. How does a team sort of pass just that thought of your guy being,
I think one of the good things is that, they've spent a lot of time with Shavon. The players have. They've gone over to his house, hung out, played board games, just watched, the Super Bowls on, stuff like that. So they've had a chance to interact with him and spend a lot of time with him. And so I think that helps. Plus, we're not playing at home again, which I think helps too. You get out, you go to Wisconsin, play there. It's like 38 below there, plus we play on ice, so that would be great. You know, I just think that it's a completely different deal that way.
What kind of job do you think Greg's done with those guys in the role?
Greg's a heck of a coach. I think he looks like a Big Ten head coach to me. That team has gotten better. He's developed role guys that have been able to propel that team to a 5-game winning streak. I don't think anybody would have picked that after they lost to Western Illinois and Milwaukee and some of those guys. So I think he's done a heck of a job. He's got back to an identity that he believes strongly in. And anytime there's a changeover in coaching, like I've taken over 5 different programs, this is a new identity for them. So for him to go back to the simplicity of the swing offense, Wisconsin basketball for what it is, I think he's done an outstanding job.
Are they as good defensively as they have been?
Well, they went to consecutive Final Fours. That's borderline unfair, They're a good defensive team. They're a very good offensive team because of their foul rate. And they're finding ways to win, which is more important, I think, than anything.
There was going to be a time when you're not going to have Shavon on the roster.
We fast forwarded way faster than I wanted to be.
But I kind of, I mean, this is an opportunity. There have been moments in games when he's been foul trouble or just you've had an opportunity to see guys step up. I guess this is another one. Do you look at it like that? Yeah,
the only way to look at it is this is an opportunity for another player to step up, to have a new role on the team, or for the team to have a different identity that can find a way to win. And so I think there are great opportunities both ways.
Matchup with Nigel Hayes.
He's a tough matchup. He can play 3-4. He can play the post. He can make threes. He can drive it on you. Last year, I think he had 3 or 4 assists on us. Their bigs, I think, had 8 of their 9 assists against us at the Kohl Center. And so, we're going to have to throw a couple different guys at him, I think, and just mix defenses too. Press, trapping, whatever, blowing his ear, whatever works.
This is probably down here on the list of worries with the Shavon thing, but he had the consecutive starts.
Yeah, it's a bummer for him. I feel bad for him because there's no more deserving. Because at the beginning, the only reason he didn't start is because he had elbow surgery that got staph infection. Otherwise, he would have probably already had it by now. So he's got kind of 2 major injuries that have kept him from that, and that's the only reason. But he's going to be all over our record book, and he's probably going to end up in a Hall of Fame type career, I hope. And so I mean, he's got a lot of great things going for him, and unfortunately, it's just his longevity, one of the longevity records, won't be there.
I don't know how serious this is.
Nobody does.
I mean,
nobody does.
Is there a chance that he won't return?
I don't know. I do not know.
With Jack getting the start, I mean, do you have to tell him anything special? Like, hey, it's just another game?
I told him to play good. Like I said earlier, I told him to make outside shots and rebound. And I thought if I just kept it to those 3 things, we'd be okay. So he'll probably fall out.
But do you have to worry about him getting nervous getting the start, you think?
You know what? If he's nervous, that's the way it goes. We'll next man up, and we'll get Nick ready, and he'll be in there.
Hey, Coach Brian wrote back. You guys talking with Kansas trying to organize something.
Yeah, I don't know where Brian got that.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I have no comment.
No comment?
I really don't, because Brian probably knows more than I do.
Yeah,
so if you guys have any questions
I
about the
doubt
Kansas
that,
game, Brian Rosenthal, who apparently has got this nailed down on sources. I'm not one of them, by the way, yeah, it's a possibility Kansas could be a future opponent.
You ever coached in Allen Fieldhouse ever?
No, I played Kansas at the Sprint Center. And that was enough for me with the Morris twins. So they only out-rebounded us by about 38. Thanks.
Thanks, Coach.